From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. Our active weather continues for this week. Models are not coming in as hot with the snowfall now. We're going with just trace amounts for low elevation snow throughout the rest of this work week. Slightly better chances for accumulating snow in the valleys for this weekend into the beginning of next week. And our temperatures staying generally normal over the next 7 days, although we could cool down a little bit as we head later into the week, especially by Thursday. Okay, First Alert radar showing you that next round of snowfall approaching the Cascades are all of our passes this morning are seeing some sort of impacts from the previous rounds of snowfall, and we'll have more to say about that coming up in a little bit. But fog this morning still prevalent up in the Cascades and for the Blues and for Manastash Ridge as well. Temperatures right around freezing for lower elevations, 20s and 30s, and we're even seeing some teens up in the mountains. Here's your hourly forecast for this Tuesday for the Tri-Cities. Low in chances of showers as we head into the afternoon and evening, about 10% chances. But for tonight, that's when things get a lot more interesting, as we could see some snowfall mixing in. In fact, we could see some snow mixing in today for the Bluefoot Hills, specifically for Pendleton. And I'll have a lot more to say about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, eggs flying and tempers flaring as neighbors continue to protest a new housing facility for convicted sex offenders. Coming up, we'll show you what sparked the weekend confrontation and how local leaders are reacting.
Plus, workers walking the picket line as the strike at Yakima Hospital enters month 2. We'll break down what workers want and why negotiations have stalled. Details straight ahead.
And Union Gap is making some big moves. New infrastructure projects are boosting safety and traffic flow. And this morning, we're going to see what the city's doing to prepare for the new development. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Tuesday, February 17th. Thanks for waking up with us.
We have a lot of news to get to, and we do want to start in Kennewick, where tensions are escalating after vandalism and a heated confrontation that happened in connection to that proposed home for sexually violent predators that happened over the weekend.
And now, as Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed reports, a restraining order is now in the mix.
This was over eggs. Kids throw eggs at houses. My whole childhood, that's what kids did. I mean, this was juveniles doing this.
Over the weekend, this house at 8th and Edison, set to open later this year as a less restrictive alternative housing facility, was egged by unknown individuals. The incident comes shortly after numerous security cameras were installed at the property. Neighbors say emotions boiled over soon after. They claim a confrontation took place between residents and property manager Joe Field, while neighbors were protesting on Saturday.
It was Saturday morning about 9 a.m. I pulled in here, got my signs out. I was going to get these new signs put up. And I started hearing yelling and cussing obscenities from across the street.
No one was touched or hurt, but Kennewick police confirmed to Apple Valley News Now that they responded regarding the vandalism and confrontation.
If they have information regarding to the crime, such as suspect information, then they should contact the Kennewick Police Department, and then we will follow up and investigate. The suggestion I would have is that people not do crime. People are always going to be entitled to their opinions and how they feel about it. I would encourage everyone to keep a cool head, even if they're upset about the situation.
In the meantime, the Kennewick School District Board has passed a resolution opposing the proposed placement at 5304 West 8th Avenue. And on Tuesday night, the Kennewick City Council is expected to approve the joint resolution alongside the school district. School and city leaders say placing the facility near schools, bus routes, and residential neighborhoods poses unacceptable risks to students and families. They also argue state policies do not require meaningful local notification or approval before sites are selected. Both bodies are calling on state leaders to halt the proposed location and require greater local involvement in future placement decisions.
I don't want my grandchildren out here. I don't want kids walking the streets around here.
As for the women who got into it with Field, one of them tells me that she is now planning on filing a restraining order against him.
I'm going to go down that avenue and see what we can do, because my grandkids won't even come out the front door unless we're with them. And so I just don't know what to do in this situation anymore.
Apple Valley News Now has reached out to Joe Field for comment. He responded by saying, quote, "I have no idea what you're talking about," end quote.
For now, police say the egging remains under investigation. We'll, of course, continue to keep you updated.
And in continuing coverage this morning, it's been nearly 1 month since technical workers at the Multi-Care Yakima Memorial Hospital first went on strike. And 30 days later, the two sides still have not agreed on a contract. In an email to Apple Valley News Now, Multi-Care says that it is offering the same benefits to striking workers as it does to the rest of the hospital's employees. The provider also says it is continuing to bargain in good faith and is working to get a deal done. Union leaders, though, disagree and saying Multi-Care isn't doing enough to move the needle during negotiations.
We understand there'll be cost increases along the way. Both sides have made proposals that are pretty much in line together. We simply asked them that during the life of the contract, they can't make any changes to the type of benefits and coverages, and they demand the right to make changes with 60 days notice. That's unacceptable.
The two groups are set to meet back at the bargaining table today.
Turning now to local living in Union Gap, city officials say a long-planned Beltway project remains a top priority as major infrastructure work continues. The regional Beltway is designed to move freight traffic off local streets and create a direct route to Interstate 82, improving safety and efficiency. Parts of the roadway are complete, but a key connector is still needed. The city is now pursuing grants and funding to finish the project, and officials are also replacing an aging water main, upgrading stormwater systems and water meters, and also repairing bridges, including one closed for safety reasons. Public Works Director Jason Kavanaugh says the Beltway remains one of the city's largest and longest running projects.
This is a project that's been, like I said, in the works for the better part of 20 years. Recently, we've completed a little over 2 miles of that roadway, but we still have a connector piece, which is an overpass. So we've got about a $25 million need there to complete this Beltway.
And officials say completing the Beltway would help reduce congestion on local roads, improve freight movement, and support future growth as Union Gap continues to see commercial and industrial development. And keep it here, because coming up next, a fundraiser for the Miss Juneteenth pageant program is happening this week. And this morning, we're hearing directly from the founder and director. That is just ahead after the break.
And giving you a live look outside, this one from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to break down what you can expect as you head out the door this morning.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big. Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night.
But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
And right now, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift.
Shop Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to find your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy zero down and no payments for 90 days on approved credits. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Why are you doing this?
There's something different about this case. The fear, the rage. There's two killers.
Winter paddleboarding. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's a current look at road conditions, and just know if you have to travel over any of our mountain passes this morning, you will run into some impacts, but the latest I checked, not seeing any pass closures, not seeing any chain requirements, so that is certainly some very good news. All right, let's take it back down to lower elevations. Could have some trace amounts of snowfall for lower elevations throughout the rest of this work week. So this half hour, we'll talk about the Yakima Valley. The next half hour, we'll move down to the lower Columbia Basin and talk about the Tri-Cities. So a 20% chance of snow on Thursday, and then some low-end chances of a rain-snow mix as well as we head into the weekend. Now, for the weekend, it looks as if there are going to be some slightly better chances of accumulating snowfall. We'll talk about that later in the show, but let's take this day by day. Okay, for today, going to keep it dry for the Yakima Valley. For tomorrow, after 7 p.m., low-end chances of some snowfall. And then for Thursday, it appears as if we'll have some low-end chances of snowfall before 10 a.m. And then after that, it's going to end up being dry. Okay, very quickly now, temperatures. Going to be fairly normal for this time of the year. For today, right around 50 degrees for the Tri-Cities, 46 for Walla Walla, down into the upper 30s in the Kittitas Valley, and 20s and 30s up in the mountains. For tonight, looks like most of us are going to be in the 20s, could have some teens up in the higher terrain, both the Cascades and the Blues. And like I said, generally normal temperatures, especially for the Tri-Cities. The Yakima Valley going to be a little bit cooler than normal by about 5 to 10 degrees, but getting back up to average as we head into the weekend. And those overnight lows, low to mid 20s up until we warm things up a little bit into the weekend. Okay, like I said, better chances of accumulating snowfall for this weekend for the valleys. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Making a difference this morning, I'm here with Eloise Sparks, Miss L. She's the founder and director of the Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Program, and she's here to talk about their annual fundraiser that they do every year. Good morning, Miss L.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Can you start by telling me about this event? It's on the 21st, right?
Yes, yes. This event that we have is our main fundraiser that we do. It's called A Night on the Runway with Our Kings. Ooh. It's an all-male modeling show. Fashion show, yeah. So we have, there are various men here from our community that come with their own style, their own swag.
Oh, I love
and
that.
It turns into a big party.
And then how does that audition process go? Is it just anybody in the community can come and audition?
Any other men that want to be a part of it, they wear their own clothes. We have 4 different categories that they model in. We have a business formal, we have a date night, we have sports athletic, and we have the pool party.
Oh, amazing. So when did you start this? When did you get these ideas?
About 5 years ago. We wanted to try and do something to showcase our men.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the men don't get their props. You know?
Yeah,
so we were like,
course.
We see women all the time in fashion shows. Let's do something different. So yeah, so we recruited some men, and we go out there on Facebook and say, show's coming up. Who wants to do it? Yeah, it's fun.
Is it hard to get people to come audition? Or
oh no.
No, okay, not at all. I love
this. These men are very competitive.
And so the proceeds go towards what?
The Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Program. And so with Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Program, the whole thing for what we're doing is trying to get these young girls educated, helping them go to school to further their education. So our pageant right now, we are recruiting. We're recruiting African-American girls in grades 10 through 12. The registration form is available on our website. It's up and going at mjsptc.org. All the forms and information about the fashion show is out there.
And this is for the pageant in the summer, right?
Yes, our pageant is June 13th this year. It's at Chiawana High School. It'll be at 6 o'clock. it's packed out when people come. Our pageant is live. We like to give a good show. Whatever we do, we like to give it a good show and have some fun.
I've seen so many pictures and videos of it, and it absolutely looks like all of that. So what have you seen from the girls who have been a part of this Miss Juneteenth pageant and just a part of this fundraiser? What do they go on to do?
These girls have gone on to do some major things. I mean, they're going off and just really making good use of the skills that they've learned with us. I always tell people we're not a beauty pageant. Although our girls are gorgeous, we are all about teaching some real life skills.
Yes.
And so they take a lot of training classes with
Inner
us while we
beauty and
have
outer
them.
beauty.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We do financial literacy classes, we do communication classes. Yeah, we do hair and makeup
Things I
classes.
wish I had in school. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So we do a lot of that, and we do interview skills class. So these girls know how to use this to not only for pageantry, but also when they go out to interview for a job.
Yeah, for the rest of
teach
their
them,
lives.
Yeah, so we teach them good life skills. And these girls, we have girls that have become entrepreneurs, and they've become, and some of them are up in back east doing things and with political stuff. I mean, they're all over doing everything.
Yeah,
And
all over the map.
Oh my gosh, and we're so proud of them. We're so proud of them
I love
for
to
all of
hear
what they're
it.
doing. Yeah.
And so when and where is this fundraiser?
It's at the Riverfront Hotel, and it is on February 21st at 6 p.m. We will also have a silent auction going on. We have some wonderful prizes that have been donated for the silent auction. We'll have, of course, the fun heads and tails game.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, it's a fun night, and dinner is included. Tickets are only $60.
What more do you need?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're trying to sell those tickets because you can't get them at the door, correct?
Absolutely. Tickets are $60, and we are not selling any at the door. So they need to get the tickets
right
by
now.
the 19th of February.
Okay, well, thank you, Miss Elle. Is there anything else you wanted to add on to that fundraiser? Anything we didn't talk about?
Oh, come
perfect.
Out and have
Yeah.
fun. Get
All
dressed
right.
up.
Yeah.
It's a good girls' night. We don't want the
Valentine's,
we don't want
Galentine's,
the guys to get jealous.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And of course, we'll have a link to the tickets where you can get them up on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. But keep it here. We'll have more news and weather right after this.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy zero down and no payments for 90 days on approved credit. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
Strong women build strong communities. Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity's Women Build is transforming the dining room at the UGM Women and Children's Shelter and turning it into a space of warmth, dignity, and hope. Women volunteers will demo, paint, and build a welcoming place for local women and children to gather and heal. Join our free Women Build classes February 28th through March 7th. Scan the QR code to learn more and sign up now. Let's build together.
Bathfitter knows what you're looking for. The perfect style for your bath remodel with the look of tile you want. New textures, shapes, and styles. Works with your budget? Low maintenance. With no messy grout to clean. Quality and beauty that lasts, backed by a lifetime warranty. Sounds like Bathfitter's styles are your match. And with new designs, now there's even more to love. Time to set a date. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep. It's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's President's Day event, save up to $800 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Apple Valley News Now. First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have that constant little trickle of some rain and snow showers for this week. Accumulation's probably going to be less than an inch for lower elevations. And the reason why we have that constant little trickle is because of this combination of moisture and temperature boundaries that is just draped over the Pacific Northwest. And that's what's going to kickstart and be the fuel for a lot of what you're about to see on Futurecast radar. So let's put this into motion. 8 a.m. Looks like most of this is just going to be up in the Cascades. And by 12 p.m., maybe a little bit more down into the Blues at this point. 5 p.m. still looking pretty dry for lower elevations, and kind of the same thing by midnight. But by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, you see here's one little round of snowfall we could see for some lower elevations. Looking drier in the midday, but then into the evening, perhaps here's another round of snowfall. And then Futurecast is really keen on the idea of some snowfall for lower elevations on Thursday morning. We'll see how it pans out, and of course sometimes that can go by pretty quick. If you want to see hour by hour precip chances for your exact home address, you can do that by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, so here are some of the snowfall totals we're expecting through 4 in the morning on Friday. You see just in general, less than an inch for lower elevations. Our mountain passes, 4 to 6 inches of snow for our highest Cascade passes, around 10 inches of snow for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. So the passes will see some impacts. I'm not thinking we're going to see any pass closures. We might see some chain requirements. Then there's another round of snow as we head into this weekend, 4 a.m. on Saturday to 4 a.m. next Tuesday. So here are the precip chances for the Kittitas Valley. Again, what we're mainly focused on right now are those precip chances for rain and snow into this weekend. So here are the preliminary snowfall totals. These are subject to change, but from 4 a.m. on Saturday to 4 a.m. next Tuesday, maybe a couple inches of snow for the Kittitas Valley, a trace to an inch for the Yakima Valley. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything for the Basin or for the foothills. And for our mountain passes, our highest mountain passes, anywhere between 5 to 10 inches. So all that is subject to change. This is a very messy pattern, so a very tough forecast. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Chances of snow mixing in Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe another opportunity for that on Sunday. In Yakima, light snow possible on Thursday, then better chances of accumulations this weekend. In Ellensburg, the potential for light snowfall Wednesday and Thursday, then a better possibility, like we were talking about, of accumulating snowfall starting on Saturday. For Hermiston, the possibility of a rain-snow mix for Wednesday and Thursday, just a cold rain this weekend. And finally, for Walla Walla, seeing chances for snow through Friday, then turning a bit too warm for that this weekend.
All right, 522, looking ahead, the most dramatic type of solar eclipse is happening today.
That's right. The so-called ring of fire occurs only in some eclipses, and it's when the moon is far enough away to cover the sun entirely, but still appears smaller. And that's when you can see the rays of the sun encircle the moon in a spectacular sight, and I think you could have seen it this morning.
The bad news is you'll only be able to see it if you're one of the precious few people in Antarctica, so not it.
Okay, so no one can see it.
Many people in South America and Africa will see a partial version.
That would be just insane.
So cool, right?
I love it. It reminds me of the Twilight books, because one of the books' name is Eclipse.
Yeah.
Had to show my age there for a second.
The timeless classic.
But yeah, Twilight.
Very cool. Yeah, how many people are in Antarctica? Like 4?
I think. And
would you guys like to visit Antarctica? Would you like to visit? I feel like I would.
I don't know. I've seen and know
trips.
A few people that have done like the cruises and
it
trips.
Looks cool.
It looks wild. They're like walking with penguins.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it also
looks expensive.
Well, very
expensive. Yeah.
And the waters can get really rough in certain places.
And then I get cold, in here. So
yeah, I don't know if I fare too well in Antarctica.
But I'll still do it.
Yeah.
All expenses paid, hey.
There we go. If someone pays for our trip, we'll go.
Of course, anywhere.
Yeah, naturally. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The 4 Horsemen return with new tricks and new recruits. Plus, Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson bring a classic Neil Diamond hit back to life. The best part, you can watch these new releases from the comfort of your home. We're going to tell you how in your home movie preview coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
The President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Visit Fred's Appliance for our President's Day sale and explore unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Discover the quietest KitchenAid dishwasher, offering powerful cleaning without the noise. Run a cycle anytime. Enjoy a third-level rack for silverware and utensils, an adjustable middle rack for tall items, and the Print Shield finish that resists smudges and fingerprints. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. And their offer makes you feel even smaller. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Does that insurance company make you feel small? Tell them you got the heavy hitter and watch how big you feel. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy zero down and no payments for 90 days on approved credits. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
The President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Queen for only $199.99. It's 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Winter paddleboarding. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. If you're planning on being a homebody this upcoming weekend, you're in luck. In entertainment news, we've got the newest releases that you can watch right from your couch.
I love that. From magic and sci-fi action to the inspiring story of a legendary musician, some big name stars are leading the latest round of must-watch releases.
Yeah, this morning we turn to Rick Damigella for a look at what's new on Blu-ray and DVD.
In the world of magic, everything that disappears reappears. It is very good to be back.
The Four Horsemen are back, and they brought new friends in Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The third adventure in the Magic Heist series is out now on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD.
So this is your first hunt. And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
Elle Fanning pulls double duty as a pair of synthetic humanoids in Predator Badlands. Director Dan Trachtenberg's latest adventure in the Predator universe is out now on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD. Based on a true story, Song Sung Blue finds Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson as a pair of musicians in a Neil Diamond tribute band. Fans can sing Sweet Caroline with Hugh and Kate on Blu-ray. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Blu-ray and DVD. We thought that was a little typo at first, because who's still doing
antiquated.
that? Yeah.
I think some physical media is starting to make a comeback. People are getting more into vinyls and I guess Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah. I know I saw it on...
I think they're also all streaming.
Yeah. I think I saw it on, was it Amazon Prime or Hulu? One of those two, Predator Badlands.
Oh, and we've done The Horsemen. That's streaming somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
We watched that the other night.
Oh, it's good?
It's good, yeah.
Okay, I love those movies.
Our kids love them.
Okay, I'm going to add it to my list.
Because they're fun.
And I'm actually going to get to it, Josh, on my movie list.
Taking shots again.
Just saying.
Well,
2 mornings in a row.
Watch some movies. I mean, we're not telling you to like run a marathon.
Yeah.
What are you telling you to like couch trot?
It's only so many hours in a day, you know.
Well, Wicked's like 3.
So
that's a lot.
You can take breaks from your couch.
So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. 3 options, 1 decision. Coming up, City Council reviews new ambulance rates and service needs for Sunnyside. What could change and how the decision may affect residents. That's coming up.
Plus, a canine is on the way as Sunnyside considers a new police dog. And coming up in our 5:30 half hour, we'll see how that program would work and the funding options at hand. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. But first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, TikTok parent company ByteDance is vowing to improve safeguards and retrain its new AI tool. At issue is the use of intellectual property in videos created by AI generator Cdance 2.0, including this fake fight scene between Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Media companies have threatened legal action. Next, a chatbot product being tested by Meta, the parent company of Instagram, failed to protect minors from sexual exploitation nearly 70% of the time. That evidence is part of a legal case against Meta. Company points out that product was never launched as a result of that testing. And finally, a pilot making history, landing a plane on a moving train, then quickly taking off. Dario Costa and his team using high-tech simulation technology to plan it. He had a 50-second window to pull it off. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Hannah Batam. Have a great day.
When your gut is out of balance, your body gives you signs. So if you're frustrated with occasional bloating,
a woman struggles to button her pants,
or gas,
later she grimaces with gas pains.
Help stop the frustration and start taking Align every day. Align probiotic was specifically designed by gastroenterologists to help relieve your occasional bloating and gas, so you can enjoy life.
She strides off with her pants now buttoned.
When you feel the signs, it's time to try Align.
P&G.
After 40, our skin needs more than just a basic moisturizer. Revitalift Triple Power, 3 key anti-aging ingredients in 1 cream, visibly reverses up to 10 years of wrinkles, firms, and brightens. Revitalift Triple Power by L'Oréal Paris.
The one-of-a-kind joy of Kellogg's cereal and ice-cold milk.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
National Random Acts of Kindness Day.
Love it.
I would love if the weather did that. You know, throw out some sun, a lot of sunshine.
Yeah, be super kind to us today, very randomly.
I think we could see a little bit of sunshine for today. So wish granted. There you go.
Goodness.
What a time to be alive.
I love it.
Now, it's coming with some caveats. We actually do have some chances of snow for today in the foothills, and then maybe some snow for tomorrow morning here in the Tri-Cities. It doesn't look like it's going to be that much, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Let's go ahead and take a look at those big weather stories. And for lower elevations through 4 in the morning on Friday, yeah, we're thinking less than an inch of accumulating snowfall. But as we head into the weekend, starting on Saturday morning, could get a couple inches of snow up in the valleys, and then our temperatures staying mostly normal over the next 7 days. There's some ebbs and flows to that, but in general, pretty normal stuff. First alert radar showing you another round of snow starting to impact the Cascades right around Mount Adams. And in terms of those past conditions this morning, they're all looking a little slushy or snowy. Haven't seen any chain requirements, haven't seen any pass closures, so that is definitely some good news. Temperatures out there, 20s and 30s, even seeing some teens up in the mountains. 18 for Tollgate, 13 degrees for White Pass. Here's your hourly forecast for this Tuesday for the Yakima Valley. I'm thinking we're going to see mostly sunny skies, especially as we head into the afternoon. But it's such a weird forecast for today because we also have a little chance of some snow mixing in for the Blue Foothills. And then, like I said, for tonight into tomorrow over the next couple mornings, maybe some snow for lower elevations. I'll have a lot more to say about that coming up in a few minutes.
All All right, thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news in Sunnyside, where the fire department presented its year-long ambulance utility rate study to City Council. Its purpose is to outline future costs and service needs. Now, the fire chief highlighted both current and long-term capital needs, including a possible new fire station to improve response times, additional staff and supervisors, as well as training facilities and replacing aging apparatus. Council was given 3 rate options. One would raise the current rate from $19 to $21.50 to maintain existing services. Another would address some capital needs while aiming to reduce overtime tied to shift coverage.
So what this does is not only does it achieve all the other targets that we've just discussed, but also is an effort to hopefully reduce some overtime costs by not having to call in additional staff to have supervision on shift if an individual's on vacation, sick, whatever the case may be. So, which equates to about 22 cents.
A third option would increase the rate by 90 cents for additional staffing. A decision has yet to be made. Council will continue the discussion at its next meeting.
And staying in Sunnyside, police are looking to add a new partner to help protect the community. One with 4 legs and a powerful sense of smell. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia explains what it would take to make that happen and why it could matter beyond city limits.
Sunnyside Police Chief Robert Lehman says conversations are already underway with the Yakima County Canine Foundation about what it would take to add a police dog to the department. He says the foundation supports the idea, but there are steps to get there.
The initial investment that we would have to raise is $50,000. And that will pay for all of the upfront costs for the dog. And then the Yakima County Canine Foundation, for the most part, funds the dog after the fact.
When it comes to what kind of dog Sunnyside would bring on, Lehman says that decision is based on what's already operating nearby.
So the other dog would sniff for drugs, and a lot of times those might be a lab or something like that. The patrol dogs would be a Belgian Malinois or a German Shepherd. And the Yakima County Canine Foundation currently supports a dog in Grandview that's a drug dog. And because of its proximity, they're wanting to get a patrol dog on this end of the county. So that's where we fit in.
With a drug dog already supported in Grandview, Lehman says Sunnyside would likely feel a different need, adding a patrol canine to this side of the county. But bringing the dog means more than just purchasing one. Lehman says they're studying how surrounding agencies make their canine program sustainable.
So what I found out is between the sheriff's office, Yakima Police Department, and everything, most of them have a place that donates the food. So maybe that would be, Wilco, Tractor Supply, Big Five, or Yakima Co-op, or maybe once a month they go to this place, and then the places are donating up in Yakima. So we're going to try and look for something similar.
He says once a handler is selected, the department would also need to secure consistent food donations and establish a partnership with the local veterinarian, possibly at a reduced rate, to make sure the dog can be seen when needed. Reporting in Sunnyside, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And Lehman says he's already working on plans to raise the $50,000 needed to begin the process of adding a canine to the department. And keep it here, because coming up next, Prosser girls basketball is aiming high as the Mustangs look to break past the semifinals for the first time in 4 years. And coming up, we're talking sports and how Prosser's full court press and star players are dominating competition. Highlights right after the break.
Winter paddleboarding. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
There's something different about this case. The fear, the rage. There's 2 killers.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. Because at Schweitzer, your best day can start in the village or at the summit and everywhere in between. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $6,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus $1,000 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down, but there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered. There is hope. Call today for a free consultation.
New Nissan? Not correct. Hey. You got to put it through its paces.
He can take it.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event featuring Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through INMAC, or get $3,500 to $6,000 total savings on select models.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy 0 down and no payments for 90 days on approved credit. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. A place where the views are as good as the company. And the skiing is as electric as the experience. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette represent American glamour.
They were really in love.
From the very beginning, they had a volatile relationship, and the cameras were always there to record it.
John and Carolyn, tonight on ABC, and stream on Disney Plus and Hulu.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We could have some trace amounts of snowfall for lower elevations this week, specifically through 4 a.m. on Friday. So this half hour, we're going to focus in on the Tri-Cities. The next half hour, we're going to pivot over to the Bluefoot Hills, specifically talking about Pendleton. Okay, here are the precip chances over the next 7 days for the Tri-Cities. You see low wind chances for a rain snow mix Wednesday and Thursday, the same thing for Sunday. So we'll take a deeper dive into the next few days. First for today, low wind, a low wind opportunity for rainfall after 4 p.m. But then into tomorrow morning, this is when some snow could start mixing in 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. After 10 a.m. it looks dry. And then by Thursday after 7 a.m., really from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., maybe another round of a rain snow mix. We'll see how it pans out, but just know accumulation should not exceed more than an inch, at least as things stand for right now. Okay, now talking about temperatures, generally pretty normal over the next 7 days. Exhibit A of that for today, we're going to be around 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities. A little bit cooler the further up into the valleys you go. Upper 30s in the Kittitas Valley, low to mid 40s in the Yakima Valley. Then for tonight, most of us dropping down into the 20s. Could see some teens up in the mountains. And like I said, mostly normal temperatures over the next 7 days. We will be a little bit cooler towards the end of this work week, about 5 degrees cooler than normal by Thursday, as we'll have a hard time making it up to 45 degrees. And those overnight lows mostly going to be in the 20s up until this weekend. That's when they'll ascend up into the 30s. Speaking of this weekend, that's when we're going to have a better chance of accumulating snowfall for the valleys. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
5:42, talking sports. The Prosser High School girls basketball team is heading to the state tournament with their win against Sela.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable heard from the players about what it means to be back on the big stage.
Prosser returns to the state tournament for the 5th year in a row. They punched their ticket with an 81-57 win against Sela. Leading the way for the Mustangs was Herbie Wright with 30 points. Able to score in many ways, she was finding a lot of her points at the foul line.
I'm driving to finish, but I'm also going into the contact to try and finish the bucket, get the and one, or just get to the free throw line and put the other team in foul trouble.
It's not just Wright on offense. Senior Deidre Phillips scored 20 points in the win as well.
I mean, I just know that I need to put everything on the floor and that this is my last run for my senior year, so it's big just every single play to keep going and never let off the gas.
Prosser can do a lot on the offensive side of the ball, but on defense, they can really create havoc for opposing teams.
We definitely have to condition through it, but our biggest thing is just to fly around and to stay in front of them, and so our traps are a really big part of our press, and then just gambling and trusting each other is a huge part of it.
The full court press that Prosser runs generated many turnovers that they took advantage of. It's another aspect of the team that could help them during a state tournament run. The return to states has the team pumped up.
I think it means a lot, especially to our team. That's been one of our goals since day one, and I think it's just really important to us, and we're really excited about it.
4 years in a row, Prosser has made the state semifinals and lost. There is no doubt they are determined to get over that hurdle this season. In Prosser, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And Prosser's next game is against Ellensburg in the district championship.
Both teams have clinched spots in the state tournament, but they will play for the District 5 title.
Good luck to them.
And in the Pro League, the NBA is discussing expanding the number of teams in the league, with Seattle as a potential destination for not a new team, a returning team.
The Seattle Supersonics were in the NBA from 1967 to 2008 before relocating to Oklahoma City and rebranding themselves as the Thunder. Seattle has not had an NBA team since.
In early February, Governor Bob Ferguson had a phone call with Commissioner Adam Silver about bringing the Supersonics back to Seattle. Bring them back.
Please do it.
Silver spoke to the media during the All-Star weekend.
We will make decisions in 2026. I think in fairness to the cities, Seattle and Las Vegas in particular, I've been very clear. I don't want to tease teams. I don't want to tease cities or mislead anyone. I think we wanted to get through collective bargaining, national television deals. We've done that, and now we've turned to it as a league.
Ooh, looks like it's happening. So Silver went on to say those talks would begin in March at the Board of Governors meeting.
Voting on league expansion would not take place in March, but it could be a potential next step after initial talks.
All right,
bring them back.
Moving. I like this.
We
need them.
There's so many people.
And Oklahoma City, I still don't understand why.
Get it out of here.
Hey,
get it out of here.
Yeah. All right, keep it here because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all coming up in just a few minutes.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
This is our new home.
Mission control, engine lost. Call you after. I'll be right next to you.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heffo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy zero down and no payments for 90 days on approved credit. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heffo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big. Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with zero down and zero payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
Which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night.
But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And right now, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Shop Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to find your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Could have some trace amounts of snowfall for lower elevations through 4 a.m. on Friday, and it's because of this. We have a series of combining moisture and temperature boundaries that are just going to sort of hang around the Pacific Northwest over the next handful of days, and that's why we're going to have this little trickle of snowfall chances for lower elevations. So let's go ahead and show you that with Futurecast radar, and by the time we get to lunchtime, looking mostly dry for lower elevations. Now, we could see some precip chances pick up for the foothills as we head into the afternoon and evening. Looking pretty dry around midnight, at least for lower elevations, but here comes the first potential round of lower elevation snowfall into tomorrow morning. And then it looks as if the rest of the day, well, at least around midday, a little bit of a lull in the action, but then into the evening, maybe some more snow showers. It's going to be this time frame right here, Thursday morning, early on Thursday morning. This is when Futurecast is really honing in on the idea of some low elevation snowfall. If that went by a little bit too quick, you can see hour by hour and day by day precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here are the snowfall totals we're anticipating through 4 in the morning on Friday. See, no lower elevation spot is going to get more than an inch, at least as things stand for now. But our passes could definitely see some moderate impacts, 4 to 6 inches for our highest passes in the Cascades. And the impact's going to be a little bit higher for the Blues, as the snowfall total is going to be a little bit higher, anywhere between 7 to 10 inches. Okay, and then we have that next round of snowfall that we're tracking for this weekend. A couple inches of snow possible for the valleys, 4 a.m. on Saturday to 4 a.m. next Tuesday. And so here's what those precip chances look like for the Yakima Valley, 20 to 30% of some rain and snow mixing. And here are the preliminary snowfall totals, definitely subject to change. But for now, from 4 a.m. on Saturday to 4 a.m. next Tuesday, maybe a couple inches of snow for the Kittitas Valley, upwards of an inch for the Yakima Valley. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything for the basin or for the foothills, but again, this is subject to change. Okay, here is a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Chances of snow mixing in Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe another opportunity for that on Sunday. In Yakima, light snow possible on Thursday, then better chances of accumulations this weekend, like we were just talking about. And the same thing for Ellensburg, the potential for light snowfall Wednesday and Thursday, then a better possibility of accumulating snowfall starting on Saturday. For Hermiston, the possibility of a rain-snow mix for Wednesday and Thursday, just a cold rain for this weekend. And then for Walla Walla, seeing chances for snow through Friday, then turning a bit too warm for that this weekend.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:51, time for your morning sprint, starting with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Over the weekend, tensions flaring at a new housing facility for sexually violent offenders in Kennewick. The house was egged amid protests from neighbors. A confrontation took place between residents and the property manager, though no one was hurt. Meanwhile, the school district and city council are still pushing for stronger local input on state placement decisions. Residents remain concerned about safety near schools, bus routes, and neighborhoods.
And technical workers at the Multicare Hospital have been on strike for nearly a month. They say they're fighting for fair medical and retirement benefits. Negotiations have made little progress, with both sides holding firm on key issues. Temporary staff is covering surgeries, MRIs, and labs. Union leaders say they will continue picketing until a deal is reached. The next bargaining session is set to take place today.
And Toppenish city leaders continue to chip away at a budget deficit that once exceeded $2 million. Officials say cost-cutting and restructuring have helped to narrow the gap. City priorities remain focused on public safety and utilities. Efforts to stabilize finances are ongoing. Leaders say they're defining core services while managing infrastructure costs and limiting the burden on residents.
And Union Gap is investing in major projects this year, infrastructure work like replacing bridges, upgrading stormwater systems, and completing a regional beltway. Officials say this will improve safety, traffic flow, and access to the city. And the beltway could also open 400 acres for potential commercial and residential development. City leaders say grants and funding sources are helping support the work.
And Sunnyside is exploring adding a police dog to the department. Conversations are underway with the Yakima County Canine Foundation. Officials say the initial investment is about $50,000 and ongoing costs may be covered by the foundation. The dog would likely serve as a patrol canine, complementing nearby drug detection programs. Plans also include selecting a handler and securing donations for food and vet care.
Now to your national headlines. Breaking overnight, we're learning that civil rights leader Jesse Jackson is dead at age 84. His Rainbow Push Coalition says he died peacefully this morning alongside his family. His death follows his struggle with the rare brain disease. Jackson is remembered as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s protege, who became more prominent after his mentor's assassination. His original Rainbow Coalition is historic because it brought together people of all races.
5:54 in your business headlines this morning. The executive chairman of Hyatt Hotels, billionaire Tom Pritzker, has announced that he is retiring. It follows the most recent release of files by the government that reveals his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now, he has served as executive chairman of the hotel chain since 2004, and leaving his top-level role, he said, quote, "Good stewardship also means protecting Hyatt."
Now to your health headlines. Initiative Foods has recalled a single lot of its Tippy Toes apple pear banana fruit puree, and that's due to elevated levels of patulin. This is a naturally occurring substance which is produced by molds that may grow in various fruits, including apples. The FDA says long-term exposure from patulin ingestion can lead to several health issues. That includes nerve damage and immune suppression. And the baby food was distributed in stores in every state except Alaska, and they were sold in plastic tubs as a 2-pack and have a Best By date of July 17th of this year.
5:55 in your sports headlines. It's a curling kerfuffle featuring a cursing Canadian. This is a Dr. Seuss story that was written for us. Well, it's going viral. Internet memes are exploding after a Swedish curler accused a Canadian of cheating during an Olympic match Friday. The Swedes, Oscar Eriksson, and Canada's Mark Kennedy, with the video showing the Swede delivering his accusation, and then it features Kennedy pushing back with some F-bombs dropped right there on Olympic ice. Its rules do forbid foul language and cheating, of course, and other behavior deemed inappropriate. Umps at the Olympics did not record a violation for the incident, but it is definitely making its way around the internet. There were a number of F-bombs dropped by the Swedes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Or the Canadians, yeah. No, and there was definitely, when you look at the video,
what did it look like?
No bueno.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll look at it later.
It looks like whatever the cheating accusations are that they're alleging with an extra finger push.
Have you seen the video?
I haven't, but I didn't even know Canadians cussed, so this is news to me.
Well, if they're mad enough.
All right, trending now this morning. A Florida pizza shop is trending after serving up one of the wildest toppings yet.
I don't even want to go here.
I don't think you want.
The restaurant went viral for offering iguana pizza.
No, come on.
I know. They're not dead. They're just cold. The whole idea sparked after the historic cold snap that, went through that area, and it caused all the reptiles to fall from the trees.
Yeah, so the unusual menu item drew millions of views and hundreds of calls from customers curious to try it, but it also caught the attention of regulators raising questions about whether it can legally even be served.
Well, for now, iguana is off the menu, and it may give pineapple some competition for the most debated pizza topping. Okay, pineapple is fine on pizza.
Iguana, not so much.
Frozen dead iguanas?
I feel like it wouldn't be too bad. I've had reptile before. Have we had the gator conversation before?
I've had gator, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's a reptile.
No for me,
Iguana's
dog.
reptile. I feel like it wouldn't be too bad.
I said it's a no for me, dog. Reptile, iguana.
I don't understand because they're not dead.
Yeah, they're just
cold.
Yeah, they're frozen. They're just need a minute. That's me with the Charlie horse. I'm like, just give me a minute. Nothing to see here. Like, I just need a couple minutes.
Went to the big palm tree up in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, I would go there just to see those frozen iguanas. Like,
I'm gonna go.
Okay, might as well get some pizza now.
I'm gonna go
with
hard
pineapple.
pass. Iguana and pineapple pizza?
Just to see the iguanas, and then I'll go and stop for some pizza. It's, you know, it's a twofer.
Yeah, there we go. That's what everyone in Florida is just waiting to do. All right, so here on Good Morning Northwest, coming up at our 6 o'clock hour, Pitch, Swing, Learn. Yakima kids spending their President's Day building skills and confidence on the field. Coming up, we're going to take you inside the sold-out camp that teaches more than just baseball.
Plus, a rare baby elephant is making big news in France after a dramatic birth. Coming up, we'll see how this mama is beating the odds after the zoo